Good morning. Good morning. Hi, everybody. Happy Monday. Yes, it is Monday. Sorry, I am a few minutes late, but I'm here now. So come in, say hello to me, and tell me how you're doing today. Just turning my chat on, and then I can share this out for a minute. And I found it. Good morning. Hi, Prachetta. Namaste to you. How are you feeling? Hope that you are doing well, my dear. Just taking a moment to share this. Suzanne, good morning to you. Charlie, hello, hello. Okay, Facebook is changing things again, so I shared it to my timeline. Well, happy birthday, Mahindra, on Periscope. And hello, Marina. Thank you for being on. And Christina, good morning, everyone that's coming on. Okay, now I can have a sip of my coffee. Cheers, good morning. I hope you all are having an amazing morning already. I know it's kind of early for me, but I'm here. Prachetta, I don't think it's early for you. I think it's probably afternoon or evening for you where you are. But let's get everybody in here. Where's the family? Come on in and say hello. Oh, Prachetta, thank you. Thank you for sharing the video. I really appreciate everyone who helps out with sharing. And how is Michigan this morning, Christina? How's the weather up there? I don't know if our Marianne's going to be on with us this morning or not. I haven't checked the news, but I know those storms are still out there from what I understand, out in the Gulf and potentially ready to do some damage. So we are praying them away and chanting and just hoping that they will diminish in strength. It's 5 p.m. I thought so. So I hope you've had a good day, Prachetta, and I've been praying for you to feel better and for your health to be good. There's our Marianne. Marianne, you're not blown away, so I'm so glad that you're here, and let us know what's happening where you are and how everything is. It was windy here all night long. And when the wind blows where I'm at, there's patio furniture by the pool that keeps blowing. So I had to listen all night long to furniture moving around outside. It's hot and sunny where you are, Christina. Okay. And Marianne, they're moving in now. Oh my gosh, honey, I so pray for your safety. I hope you're all boarded up and ready to hunker down from that storm or storms. I don't have cable TV, so I can't keep track of them right now to see how they're doing unless I go on the internet. I usually go on the Hurricane Center on the internet to see what's happening. Good morning, Jean Lorio. Hi, sweetheart. Carol Allen. Hello, hello. Oh, it's so good to see all of you in here this morning. It's a great day, and I've got a really busy day today. I have to go for a checkup this morning with my oncologist. Many of you know I went through breast cancer last year, so this is a follow-up, regular scheduled follow-up appointment. Nothing to get concerned about, but I did have the blood work, the lab work done, so he'll go over the results of that with me today and make sure that everything is behaving itself inside of my body, which I think it is. I feel good. Everything has been really good for my health this year. So claiming that I'm in perfect health right now, and we'll see what the lab result says to confirm that. That's what I'm trusting and believing, that it will confirm that what I'm feeling is true, that I'm all good. So what's going on in your world this week? This is my birthday week. My birthday is on Thursday, so I've been celebrating. I've had friends that I haven't seen in a while that have taken me out to dinner. And I had the most beautiful dinner with a friend last night that I've known for years. And we caught up with everything that's going on with both of us. And she took me to a little restaurant here on the beach where I live. So we had to wait. It was really busy, amazingly. We had to wait. So we walked down to the beach, and it had rained just before we went into the restaurant. So we're looking out at the clouds and chatting. And all of a sudden, I looked up, and there was, it was kind of like a piece of a rainbow, if that makes sense. You couldn't see the whole curve of the rainbow. It was just a little spot in the sky, but it was a perfect rainbow, but just a little bitty tiny rainbow. And I thought, that is so cool. And I had to take a picture of it. I did post those on my timeline last night, my special birthday rainbow that God showed me. It was almost like, here's your birthday cake in the sky. But I thought that was so amazing. And again, shows the power of when you manifest, the power of looking just at the right time, being right at that right moment to see your miracle, to see something that's so spectacular. If we hadn't had to wait, if we hadn't walked down to the beach, if I hadn't looked up at just that moment, I would have missed that whole beauty of that miracle. But it did, it all fell into place. And sometimes we complain, like if I complained about, oh my gosh, we have to wait, why can't we just go in and sit down? But no, I didn't complain. I was like, oh, okay, we've got more time to chat. So we walked away. If we hadn't walked to the beach, if we just stood outside with everybody else that was kind of meandering around and waiting. And we actually did walk around the building. And then my friend says, well, let's go where we can walk down and see the water and go to the beach. And I went, okay. So it all fell into place. And when you just allow, like our Marietta says, accept, align, allow, miracles show up for you. What you were supposed to experience shows up for you. And you're not somewhere else looking at four walls or turning around in a different direction. You're right where you're supposed to be, right where you need to be for that miracle to be in your face and say, look, here's something we want to show you. So the universe is always conspiring for us, as Abraham says, just let it happen. Just let it happen. Just get in your boat and go downstream and quit trying to paddle so hard to get where you want to be, because that may not be the place you're supposed to be in that moment. So that was a perfect example for me last night to really show up. All I had to do was show up, and there was a miracle. I love it. And yes, Thursday, the 27th, is my birthday. Wendy, good morning, my sweet Wendy. Thank you for being here. And I hope you're feeling well. Veronica, good morning to you. And yes, Jean is sharing that we've been thinking about Prachetta and Prachir. I haven't seen you on here, so we've been lifting you up and praying that all is well for both of you. And I know it hasn't been a wonderful time right now, having to go back into quarantine and just not being able to go out because you're there in Goya. So I'm sure there's lots there to go out to see, and just praying that that quarantine will go quickly for you and you'll be able to be out and about again. Sally De La Rosa, good morning, my friend. And yes, Wendy, it was synchronicity. Exactly. Just everything lining up, everything coming into place to show me that beauty and warm my heart. And it was such a great night, a really beautiful night, even to getting a parking place. we had almost given up. We'd driven around and around. It was really busy at the beach yesterday. And it was sunshiny, it was gorgeous. And we thought, okay, if we have to walk a little bit, we can walk a little bit. We weren't stressing, but it was like, come on, parking angels, get us that perfect parking place. So we'd driven around and around, and she looked at me and she goes, what do you think? Like maybe we should just try someplace else. And I said, let's go around one more time. Let's go down this street one more time. And so we did, and we saw someone getting into their car, or what we thought. Sometimes you can't tell if they're getting into or out of the car. So we asked them, are you leaving? And he's like, yeah. So we were sitting there waiting, and traffic started to get impatient with us because we were waiting for his spot. So he motioned for us to pull in front of him. It was a little cross street. So we pulled in front of him, and when he went to get out, he waited until there were no cars coming, and then he pulled out so we could back into his space. Like I said, everything was working in synchronicity. Everything was working perfectly. And I love when I listen to Abraham and they talk about how things line up, how we just let it happen and it happens. The universe just wants us to be happy, wants us to have the best experience we can have while we're here in this human form. All we have to do is let it happen, just show up and let it be, like the song says, let it be. And that's going to be my theme song today. Just whatever happens today, just let it be, because it has the potential to be the most amazing day. It's really up to me. And the same with you. It's a potentially amazing, awesome day for you. Just let it be that. Let it be. Don't try to control. Don't try to pull those strings and make something happen. Just show up and see what happens. See if there's a rainbow in the sky that shows up for you. See if there's a dollar amount that you've been wanting that shows up for you. These are the things that happen when we don't try to manipulate, when we just leave all that worry and that panic and all that low vibration stuff, we leave that out of the picture and just say, okay, let me see what shows up today. Let me see what works for me today. And it happens. It will happen. Trust, believe, receive. I say that every day. Trust, believe, receive. Just like Marietta's accept, align, and allow. Okay, so Prachetta has been a little unwell. Need to get some investigations done once back in Delhi. And Prachir also has been a little worried. Well, Prachetta, let's get rid of the worry and let's lift you up. We put you in the circle every day. Just know in your heart that you are lifted up by all of us. You're loved. We're going to love you back into a high vibration today. And I know that that will happen. I know that we're going to lift you. And thank you for being here. And let's see, Veronica says, everyone's so nice to feel loved. Isn't it? Isn't that a great feeling? It's the best feeling in the world, really, to feel loved. And it was something that for years I didn't know. I didn't know what it felt like to be truly loved, because I grew up in a home where that love wasn't free flowing. It just wasn't. It was a crowded, busy place to grow up in, lots of activity. But I never heard, I love you. I didn't get hugs. So when I finally found, oh, this is what love feels like, I'm like blown away, like, wow, somebody actually loves me. So yeah, it is. It's the best feeling in the world to know that you're loved, and you are loved here. That's what we do. That's what we are. We're a family of love. Marianne, flow and let it go. Get in the flow. Get into the energy of easy. Get that easy button going. It's just that trust that happens. Hope, good morning to you. Stacy, good morning. Everyone that's coming in. And Hope says, good afternoon, tribe. On my way to dialysis now. Just as Teri said about missing what the universe has in store for us, I looked up from my iPad and saw a dragon in the sky. Beautiful. Just beautiful, Hope. That's it. That's it. Exactly. When we get that urge, that nudge to turn our head a certain direction, to look up, every day now when I get up, I open my window and I look outside and I just say, thank you. Thank you for this day. Thank you for whatever is going to happen today. I have no clue what that might be, but whatever blessing there is for me, thank you. And I look at the sky and I look at what I can see there. If there are clouds, if there are still stars shining in the sky, whatever it is, I just look and say, I'm so grateful for this. I'm so grateful for what I can see here in the sky. And yes, Hope, we have been lifting you up and we've been praying for you every day. And we still just believe and trust that your health is improving with each moment of every day. So we're holding you as you go to your dialysis treatment, honey. We're going to be right there with you while your body is being taken care of and the blood is being cleansed. And let's see what else we got. Stacy says, I had the same home. Oh, you had the same home growing up. Yeah, I think many of us did. We've talked about that and touched on that before, that, some of us, for a lot of us, our childhood was not the happy, joy, all hugs and kisses and Barbie dolls. Many of us didn't have that, but that was then. That was our story then. Our story now is one of love. It's one of acceptance and joy and being in the flow and allowing what happens. And we found each other. We found this beautiful, amazing group of soul family, and it's what we are. So let's focus on that. What you focus on expands. I'm focusing on the love today. I'm focusing on what it feels like to have you all here every morning, to hug you, to love on you, to share my love with you, and to get your love back to me. I need that every day. I need that confirmation that somebody out there loves me, and I know you do. I see it. I see it in your words. I feel it every time I come on here. So let's focus on what's good. Let's focus on what's right in our world. Sally. I love you, Sally. And yes, lifting up both Prachir, Prachetta, and Hope, and Marianne, holding Marianne for safety today through these storms that are coming her way. And Jean says, Hope, just close your eyes and ride that dragon through your treatment and it will pass in no time. Absolutely. Jennifer Langren, good morning, my friend. Jen, I thought about you the other day when I was going through my pictures and I posted my darting pictures from my dart days. Jen was one of my opponents. Jennifer, I think we had a few times that we were paired up together and were on the same team as we played something called blind draws here where I'm at. But for the most part, Jennifer was the opposing team as I played. So I had to come up against her, and she's a fierce opponent. Jen, I don't know if you're still playing darts at all. I know it's really hard right now for the dart teams because you're not able to play, or maybe they still are. I don't know. I haven't paid any attention. But I'm grateful, Jennifer, that I got to know you over the years. I think I've known you now for probably 20 years and been playing against you and with you. So thank you for coming onto the show this morning so I could say hello to you. Okay, so what else we got? Carol says, when I poured my coffee this morning, a perfect heart formed in the center of the honey I put in first. How beautiful. You are so loved, Carol Ann. Thank you for being on here with us this morning, and I hope you're doing well. And Stacy says, yes, ma'am. I'm thankful for this group and the abundance being brought into my life now that I am getting rid of what doesn't serve me. Right, that's it. We clear out and we make room. So if we're clearing out what doesn't serve us, what's not for our best and highest good, that allows things to come in that do serve our purpose for being here, that helps us with that which is our best and highest good. And I see some people coming in. I want to say hello to Marietta. Thank you for being here. I was talking about you, so I guess you had to show up. And Rosalind is here. Okay, I think I saw everybody else. Let's see, back to Marietta. We are all hugging on each other now. Yes, we are. We're holding each other. We do that every morning. And Marietta, I was talking about accept, align, allow, and how the miracles happen when we do that. Charlie says, sitting outside, a bee just buzzed his ear to turn to the side to see the head of a cat in the clouds. Don't you love that? When we get other things that conspire, like a bird that calls out and we turn our head to look at the bird and we see something that we were supposed to look at, or we hear that whisper in our ear and we turn our head and it's like, oh, that's what you were trying to tell me. You were getting my attention for a reason, right? I love that. And Sally says, I had a great childhood until the anger kicked in. Then I became the punching bag. Happy to have finally found my true soul family. Yeah, I think those experiences just show us the contrast. And now you see the beauty. You really see what it feels like to be surrounded by loving people, people that love you unconditionally. And Rosalind, good morning to you from California. I hope you're doing well out there. I hope that you're not anywhere being affected by the fires that are going on. And we've been praying for those fires to diminish and go out. We've been also chanting that same intention for the fires to die out, for the hurricanes to die out. So, yeah, we'll keep on doing that. Jennifer says, not much going on in darts anymore because of COVID. Tournaments have been canceled. There is some online play with Dart Connect. Oh, okay. Video cameras are wonderful. Marietta says, I've been here with y'all all along. Yes, you have. We love you being here, Marietta. And Marietta, how are you doing with the weather? I don't know how the Keys are being affected by these storms that are coming through. We had a lot of wind last night. I know we're not close to the storm, but we're getting the effects. We're getting some of the high winds. And Catherine, good morning to you, my dear. And Jennifer says, it was great playing with you. Oh, Jen, you were so adorable, and I just love your energy. You are beautiful energy. Thank you for being in my journey. I'm so glad that I got to meet you in this lifetime and interact with you. And Suzanne says, for me, a miracle happened. I am finally able to visit my daughter in Las Vegas. I had to cancel in March because of COVID. I haven't seen her in a year. I haven't met my new grandson yet. I am so excited. Suzanne, that's the best news I could hear right now. I have been praying for you, and I'm so, so happy that you're going to get to hold that grandson and to see your daughter. I love this. Thank you for sharing. Thank you for lifting up the vibration with that share, because we're all feeling it right now. And let's all remember Deb Goldberg with Enlightened World Network. She has a new grandbaby, and she's out in Arizona visiting her family there. Her daughter had some complications. She had a really high fever. They had to take her to the hospital the day after she gave birth, but she's on the mend. All is well. And Deb is there to help out with that new baby. I'm so glad she was able to do that. And Marietta says, it's windy here. We are safe and very grateful. Well, I am very grateful that you are safe and continue to be so. Continue to put that shield of Archangel Michael all around you. And Marianne, I forgot to mention that to you as well. Just cover yourself with the shield of Archangel Michael and have that protection. Oh, this is such a beautiful family here this morning. You know, I love to read inspirational thoughts in the morning, and I have one I want to read this morning. This is from Get the Life You Love and Live It by Arvind Devalia. I'm going to contact him today and see if we can reschedule. He was supposed to be on with me a couple of weeks ago on Gratitude Happy Hour. I'm going to see if he can be on maybe this week. But in his book, he put inspirational quotes or words of inspiration. And the one that I want to read to you today is called Plan for Life by Dr. Kent Keith. People are illogical, unreasonable, and self-centered. Love them anyway. If you do good, people will accuse you of selfish, ulterior motives. Do good anyway. If you are successful, you will win false friends and true enemies. Succeed anyway. The good you do today will be forgotten tomorrow. Do good anyway. Honesty and frankness make you vulnerable. Be honest and frank anyway. The biggest men and women with the biggest ideas can be shot down by the smallest men and women with the smallest minds. Think big anyway. People favor underdogs, but follow the top dogs. Fight for a few underdogs today. What you spend years building may be destroyed overnight. Build it anyway. People really need help, but may attack you if you do help them. Help people anyway. Give the world the best you have, and you'll get kicked in the teeth. Give the world the best you have anyway. So it doesn't matter what other people say, what they think, even what they do. That's their movie. That's their life. That's their them living out what they came here to experience and to learn from. We're not to be concerned about anybody else. It's like Karen Palmer says, mind your own vibration. And when we're minding our own vibration and we're staying in the energy that we are in alignment with, we're going to do those things anyway. We're going to pull for the underdog. We're going to share love out to people. We're going to do our best. We're going to think the best. That's the point, is we don't worry about what anybody else is doing. Just us, just minding our own vibration. Get out of the energy of criticism and judgment. And that's the whole point of what was written is, when you leave the judgment behind and you just see people as the spark of the divine, you see them as they're here on their path, whatever that path may be for them, and just let them be. And then we stay in our alignment, we stay in our vibration. We're being true to ourselves, we're being our true, authentic self. So just do it anyway, whatever it is that you're inspired to do, whatever you're led to do, you're motivated to do. Do it without worrying about criticism, without worrying about judgment, or how anybody might try to shoot you down. It doesn't matter, because it's not their life, it's your life. It's your movie. It's your script that you are here to fulfill. So do it anyway. And there's a song, I can't remember her name right now. There's a country singer that sings a song along the same line. Do it anyway. Just stay strong and be you. Just do you. That's what I like to say. Just do you. All right, so let's see what words we have from all of you. And Jean is replying to Suzanne, so happy for you. Wait until you get that baby in your arms, right? I know there's nothing like a newborn. I don't know how old your grandson is, but I know that you're going to be amazed when you get to hold your grandbaby and your baby, your daughter. Wendy says, I posted on the group a video of Daisy Wallace, who the group prayed for every day for weeks. Daisy had COVID and was not expected to survive. The video is of her thanking God that she survived to see her grandson, my nephew's 21st birthday. The power of prayer. Power of prayer, Wendy, absolutely. We pray every day on here. So if there's anyone that's new to the show, this is what we do. We lift each other up, share our burdens with each other. We share what's in our hearts and what we want others to join with us in intending for the best outcome for. So if you're new here, just stick around until the end. And that's what we do at the end of every show. We just lift up each other in prayer and love on each other for a few minutes. Stacy says, I was drawn to a blue candle and I heard in my mind it's for Archangel Michael. Yeah, we need to cover the whole Gulf Coast in the shield of Archangel Michael and just let him protect that whole area. And also out in California and Colorado and Nevada where the fires are burning. And Sally says, good morning to Melody Clausen. I didn't see that. I'm missing some people. Kim Siegel. Good morning, Julie Kiss. Hello, everyone that's jumping in here. It's so good to see you. And yes, isn't it wonderful when we get those that let us know how they're doing after we prayed for them, especially when we pray for weeks. And, sometimes we just keep them in our prayer circle every day for as long as we need to keep them lifted up. That's what we're doing for Hope right now. That's what we're doing for Shantae and for the family of Camille who just passed. She's been gone a week now. It's so hard to believe that, but she's been out of her physical body for an entire week, and every day she's on my mind and in my heart. So I just pray for her family that they can work through this time of grief with ease and grace. And Suzanne says her grandson is 7 months old now. I was supposed to visit in March. Well, I know that's going to be an amazingly powerful visit when you get out there. And I want pictures. I want to hear how that's going for you. And I'm so glad that things have opened up where you can go and do that travel. And yes, thank you, Wendy. We are the Angelic River family on Facebook. It's a beautiful group with high energy, positive energy. Tony Hidalgo, thank you for being with us, Tony. Blessings to you, honey. Tony just lost her little fur baby, and just lift you up every day, Tony, for that grief that you've been going through. And I know that you reached out and I made a connection with your beautiful fur baby in spirit. And I just pray that every day that pain gets easier for you with that loss that you've had. And Suzanne says, I used to live in Panama City area. I feel for you. Yeah, Marietta's in the Keys, and I know it can get kind of hairy down there when the storms come through. So asking for protection for my darling friend, Marietta. Wendy says, Daisy Wallace really is a miracle. She's 83 years old. Wow. Yeah, that is a miracle to have survived COVID and to be doing well. So I'm so happy to hear that news. Thank you. Deborah White, good morning. And now I see Melody Clausen. Good morning to you. How beautiful. Let's go ahead and start putting the prayer requests in. If anyone has anything, just looking for my keyboard so I can type it in here. And it is prayer request time. And As I said, I'm not concerned about my doctor visit, but I want to put myself in that circle because I know I'm going to get a good report. So I just want high energy as I walk into that office today to see my oncologist. Okay, so what else is going on? Gabby isn't on with us this morning, but she will be on Angel Heart Radio with me tonight at 8 o'clock Eastern Time. And we'll be talking about all kinds of things. We're talking about dragons and spirituality, and whatever comes up that's where it will go. We don't have an agenda. It's not an interview. We're just going to hold a conversation tonight on the radio and just let the energy flow. Whatever comes through will come through. And I'm so excited to bring Gabby onto the radio and let people experience her beautiful energy. And Stacy says prayers for everyone in our Angelic River group and everyone suffering in our world. Absolutely. And Stacy, we're so excited for you. Stacy got approval on her house and she's going to be moving pretty soon into that brand new dwelling. I'm so excited for you and so happy for you, Stacy. And Stacy, let me know if you're going to be coming to visit me tomorrow. I'm hoping that you will. My friend Linda is going to come down to take me out for, I think, a birthday lunch. I I love this. I love celebrating my birthday for a week because I have people that want to come and see me before I leave this area. So I've got different appointments with people to do that through this week. And I'm so happy that I'm able to see friends and celebrate with them. And Stacy says, I got offered the job at Casadega, but it's starting with an issue, but whatever will be, will be. Exactly, Stace. Just, that's right. You were supposed to come see me tomorrow. So just let me know if that's not a possibility. And maybe I can just stop by Orlando on my way out of the state of Florida and visit with you for a bit. But congratulations on getting offered the job. I think that's awesome. And Sally says, prayers and high vibrations being sent to you, Teri. We love you. Oh, honey, I love you so much. You are so precious to me. And how is Tony? I hope that she's doing well physically and in every other way. We lift Tony up all the time for her to physically continue to get better and better and better every day. And I pray that that's happening with the treatments that she's been getting. And Suzanne says, I'd like to put my daughter and myself into the circle of prayer and also my family in Germany. Absolutely, we will do that. And Melody says, I also have a doctor's appointment today. Positive thoughts are appreciated. Yes, we are sending them your way, Melody, and lifting you up for the very best visit with your doctor. Deborah says, prayers for peace and love for this group and for our world. Pray for all to feel higher vibrations and focus there. Absolutely. That's what we want our focus to be on. Everything that's in that high vibration. And, you know, it's been a shift in the energy. I feel that. I feel that there's something really profound going on. We may not even be aware of it yet, but there's a beautiful energy that's happening. So let's tune into it. Let's tap into that greatness that's going on. Prachetta says, special good health and protection prayers for my beautiful fairy Teri and for the most awesome doctor visit. Excellent health prayers for Wendy, for Tony, Shantae, Hope, and Stacy. Prayers of abundance, courage, and strength for Tracy, David, Prachir, Neil, and beautiful Sally. Lots of love to everyone. And Hope is lifting up prayers for all in California. And Deborah's asking prayers for my children, Wesley, Victoria, and Miranda. We're putting them in the circle. Hello, Sharon Boyle. We missed you on here. So good to see you show up this morning. And I hope, well, it's afternoon for you, but I hope that all is well in your world, Sharon. And just such beautiful energy from you. I was watching a replay of one of the sound healings that you did, and just how amazing, just amazing energy that comes from you. You know, a lot of people do play the singing bowls and do sound healings, but Sharon puts an extra passion when she does it. And it's just so beautiful to watch, to observe, and to really participate in the energy that comes out of that. So thank you, Sharon. Thank you for brightening our world with your beautiful playing of that instrument. Sally says, we give so much thanks to all of you for lifting us, especially for lifting Tony. You've changed our lives, especially mine, to not have to see her suffer every day. It's a miracle. It is a miracle, Sally. I feel that too. I feel the miracle that's happened in her life, the miracle that's happened with the two of you, that beautiful store that you have that's open, and the energy that's in there. I cannot wait to experience that in the physical. I feel it already with the connection to you, but to actually be there and see it and experience that energy in the real time, that's going to be a blessing for me. Christina, prayers for a great start to the new week. Prayers for Pachetta and Prachir. Prayers for safety for those affected by the weather or fires. Prayers for those feeling anxious or lonely. Prayers for hope that she heals quickly and completely. Absolutely, that is our prayer. And I know, I feel it in my heart, Hope, that is going to happen for you. Sally asks prayers for all of this amazing family. And Jean, prayers for all the people affected by the fires and the storm, of course, but please help all the animals in both places. They suffer so much. Absolutely. And Jean, we lift you up. You're a new puppy mommy. And so I hope you and Ringo are doing good today and having a good day. Oh, yes, Sally, it's getting closer. So I feel the excitement. I visualize it. I hold it in my heart every day to feel the energy of being there, just being in that place. So I can't wait. It's going to be so amazing. Sharon says, I had a long lay in bed yesterday as kids were with their dad. Awesome. I'm so glad you did that self-care for you. We all need to do that. We need the self-care, the self-love to just be, as we said at the beginning of the show, just let it be, just stay in your energy and lift yourself up with giving yourself the thought of, I deserve this. I am worthy of taking time for me. I am worthy of putting myself first and honoring who I am and just letting that energy be revived and renewed and refreshed. So I'm so happy you did that, Sharon. Thank you for taking care of my friend. I love you so much. And I'm so happy to hear that you did the self-care. Suzanne says, I wish we could all take a field trip to see Sally. It sounds so exciting. It is. And if anyone is interested in coming while I'm there, I will be training in Time Heals. Time Heals is an energy healing modality that I do. And I'm sure we're going to be doing a few other special things while I'm there. So just let us know. Sally says she has lots of room. And there's a registration if anybody wants to come and be a student and participate in the class that's going to take place. Just let us know. And Sally said a salt bath, nice food, rest, and Netflix binging. Awesome. Awesome. We need those moments, don't we, to just get out of everything that's going on and just to be for a few minutes. Just let it be whatever it is. And Prachetta's asking what time my appointment is with the doctor that she'll be chanting. It's in about an hour. So as soon as I get off of here, I will be heading out the door and going to my doctor's appointment. So yes, please pray for safety on the road as I go there, and safety as I'm around other people. Because doctor's offices are no place to be right now unless you absolutely have to. So yeah, please just look me up for my safety. I'll be, of course, taking all the precautions. I have my mask, everything that I need as I go in there. And Stacy says, prayers that Luna doesn't trip me again. She is so fun. She runs between our feet when we walk. She is a handful. You know, my Tazzy used to do that. Tazzy used to, she was my first kitty cat in the last 20 years. I had one before that, but she was my special kitty. And she was so hyper. When I got her, she's this little black cat. And when I got her, she was so tiny, and she would chase her tail. And she would chase that tail and spin around so fast. That's how she got her name. I looked at her and I said, oh my God, you're the Tasmanian devil. And so she got the name of Taz. And she was my special kitty for almost 20 years. She was a healer, and she would crawl right up on my chest, and she would just love on me and just give me some healing energy. So I miss her. So I understand your Luna and how that hyperness can just be such fun as they play. And yes, I will call you on my way to the doctor this morning, Stacy. And I will let you know as soon as I get a good report from my doctor. I will post that. So thank you. And Sharon says prayers for your doctor visit and all the prayer requests here. And Sally says we have room. Come on in. We have a community healing night in September to heal the community, and we are donating the money to Sylvia's Place, a domestic abuse center. Beautiful, beautiful, Sally. I know I'll be there for that. Okay, it is our prayer time, and I need to get this done so I can get out of here. So let's take a moment. Let's just take a moment together. I love this time of the morning. I love that we all just stop, just pause. We hit that pause button and we all go into our heart center, because in our heart, we're there with each other. That's where we are. It's not up here. It's not in our head at all. It's here. We've been in our head, talking to each other, sharing with each other. And now let's go together in our heart space. So just take a deep breath in and feel that energy right there in your heart. Just feel what that feels like. You're holding everybody here with you right in your heart. It might feel a little crowded, but that's okay, because we're going to see that heart center expand. We're going to watch as that energy expands out from your heart. And you can just take your hands, just bring them together, and then spread them out from you and let that energy field expand. See it swirling around you, this beautiful green field of energy swirling around your heart. Let's open up our hearts today. That's what we're going to do right now. If you want to move your hands outward, you're moving the energy of your heart chakra. Just bring it in close to where you feel your energy field, and then push that energy out. As it expands around your body, you'll feel the movement inside as you're moving the energy outside of you. Feel the warmth that happens when this opens up. And I feel Kuan Yin here today with all of us. Kuan Yin is helping us. She's helping that heart energy, that beautiful swirl. She's looking and observing what's going on inside of our hearts. And she's looking at that cup of love. And as she sees that cup and sees how it's sometimes depleted with some of you, I'm feeling that there's a real need to pour love in there. So Kuan Yin is helping you to feel that love, to feel that you are worthy of being loved, to feel that you deserve every bit of love that you're receiving right now. All of us that are saying to you, I love you, you deserve that. You're worthy of that. Open up to it. Open up and receive. Accept it. Align with it. Allow it into your field of energy. We can say, I love you all day long. We can give you that. We can pour that energy into you, but you have to open to it. Only you can open it up. And as you open your own heart, you open that energy. It's a flood of love that's coming through to you. It's filling up your heart center. It's filling up that beautiful cup and letting it overflow. And when we give from the overflow of what we have, we're not going to deplete that energy. We're going to continue to have a full cup of love inside of us that we can continue to feel and experience. And then the more we pour self-love in there, it keeps overflowing. And as it overflows, we start to give it away. So that's what we're giving from. We're giving from our overflow. And we're shining it out beautifully to each other right now. We're breaking down the barrier, removing the obstacles to you receiving love. Anytime that you were hurt, if you started building up a wall, putting up a barrier, let's break through that. Let's say to that wall, be gone, be gone. Only love is welcome here. No fear, no anxiety, nothing of low vibration. We're only allowing in love today. I allow love into my heart. I allow peace inside of me. Bring on the love. Just bring it on. Give it to each other right now. Feel it coming into you. Feel it coming right into your heart and then flowing back out to each other. As we hold each other tight, we lift up everyone that has expressed something that they are concerned about or something they want us to pray with them about. Let's shine love on that. Kuan Yin says love is the energy that heals. So as we pour love, we're pouring in healing energy. For all of these prayer requests that were listed, each one that was spoken, and each one that was unspoken that you're holding inside of you, let's pour love onto it right now. Let's pour love onto the fires that are happening and raging out of control. Let's ask that love is what comes in to create the peace, create the calm, to calm down those fires so that they diminish and die out. Let's pour love onto the storms and let the storms start to feel the calming energy of love. Let's pour love over every area where those storms have the potential to do damage. Let's pour love over our planet, every inhabitant on the planet. Pour love into the hearts that people might start to recognize the spark of divine in each other, not feeling any separation, but feeling into the oneness of each other and loving each other, respecting and honoring each other. Let's pour love onto every animal on the planet, whether they're indoors or outdoors. Let's love on our animals. Let's pour love on every plant, every blade of grass, every rock, all the waterways, the trees, all of nature right now. Let's just send love. We have enough. We don't run out of our love. There's always enough to give. And the more you give, the more you receive back. So let's love our dear Mother Gaia. Let's love her right now back into health. Let's see her flourishing. Let's see that crystal center of Mother Earth really glowing with energy, being renewed and recharged, so that when we walk on the back of Mother Earth, we feel all that beautiful energy coming up and coming right into our bodies, grounding us in that energy. Let's see a channel of light coming from the center of Earth through our bodies, through every chakra, and going right up to our soul star chakra, our connection with the divine. And feel that energy right now. Feel it traveling from Earth to heaven, and just the energy, the warmth of it is going into our heart center that we just opened up so beautifully. And it's pouring more love in there. So now with that love that you're holding in your heart, just hold one person. Just see a name or a face and hold that person tight and just say to that person, I give you my love. I love you. You are a part of me and I'm a part of you. We are a spark of the divine and I love you. Just receive. Let's take a moment right now. A moment to just receive love from each other. Now let's love each other as a group, as a family, as a whole. Let's just draw each other close to us. Envision that there's someone on each side of you. We're standing around in this big circle. And with us are the angels. The angels have joined in as we were doing this prayer. I felt them so present with us. So let's lift each other right now. We're going to do our heart telephone. And we're going to count to 3 and say out loud, thank you. I love you. So 1, 2, 3. Thank you. I love you. I love you. What a beautiful experience to really feel that love pouring in from God, pouring in from each other, and just loving on each other. Thank you this morning. Thank you for being here. May you have a blessed rest of your day. For those of you that are struggling, that are doing something to lift up your physical body in a health manner, you have my thoughts and prayers as you go to doctor's appointments and hope to your dialysis treatment. For Tony, with what she's going through to get her physical body in where it needs to be. For Prachetta, any of you that are suffering in a physical way, my thoughts and my healing prayers are with you all day long. And to all of you, I pray that this is the best day possible for you. The very best. Make it that way. Create it that way. Put your thoughts into that and focus on it, because what you focus on expands. Navriti, so happy to see that you came in during that prayer time. I love you all. Maria Cefalo, thank you for being here. I love you so much. I must get to my doctor's appointment, and I will let you all know the good news as soon as I know the good news, and I'm sure it is. So have a blessed rest of your day, and as our beautiful Deirdre would say if she were with us, namaste, y'all. Bye, everybody.